More questions surrounding the Clinton Foundation donations. The Washington Times today reporting that the foundation's office in Sweden collected $26 million in donations while Sweden was lobbying Hillary's State Department to forego sanctions on its thriving business with Iran. Joining me now, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani with more on what's going on. Good to see you, Rudy. Thanks so much for joining us. Amazing that we're getting more news every day about Clinton and this foundation. Has it hurt her?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You think so?
It is hurting her already. You can see it in these polls that talk about, do you trust her, integrity level, all of that thing. But in fact, these are things crying out for investigation. I mean, as a former United States attorney, I am surprised that a United States attorney hasn't launched an investigation yet. And I hope that isn't because of any kind of political reluctance. I mean, the circumstantial evidence, not the direct evidence, but the circumstantial evidence is very powerful. I mean, you have the one you just mentioned. You have all this money from Sweden to the foundation. Then you have Hillary making decisions very favorable to Sweden. You have similar things involving Russia, including uranium and things like that. You must have about 6 or 7 of these circumstantial facts where a lot of money goes to Clinton for speeches or to the foundation, and Hillary has taken action now, on behalf of that entity or person. Now, that alone is an arguable violation of the federal conflict of interest statute. There doesn't have to be a quid pro quo for conflict of interest. Quid pro quo constitutes bribery, which is a 15-year felony.
Wow.
The other is lesser. So as a United States attorney, this is something I think you have to investigate. And now you have to get those emails that were destroyed. Because remember, Hillary said, those emails, some of them were to her husband. Well, now they become relevant to a criminal investigation.
That's a really good point.
And those emails, I believe, were destroyed after she knew about the Benghazi investigation, which creates another situation. Once you become aware of an investigation, you're required to preserve all records. She doesn't get to decide this is private, this is government.
Yeah.
So I could give you 10 possible federal crimes that were violated based on these facts. Now, I'm not saying they were. She could be perfectly innocent, and so could Bill. But they need to be investigated.
The investigations need to happen.
Despite the fact there's a Democratic administration, I mean, the U.S. attorney in the Southern District of New York or in Washington or wherever has to look at this.